Three, two, one, initiate.
Hello there everybody and welcome back to Enter the Wolf Time! Finally! Well, now that I'm back from Paris and everything, in truth I got back last week, but I got back on the Thursday night and there was no time to shoot an Enter the Wolf Time episode. Well, partly because I was pretty damn tired as well. Yeah, too much drinking. The rest of the Paris vlogs are going to be on my other channel. Today's episode, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going old school, baby. Alright. But first, it's time for the Commissariat Fun Fact. Did you know that there are no gods of chaos? Just Yarrick when he's feeling angry, Yarrick when he's feeling sick, Yarrick when he's feeling manipulative, and Yarrick when he's feeling sexy. Alright. So yeah, the reason why I'm doing some old school stuff today is because a while ago, a couple of guys were like, hey, we should see some more old school stuff. So this is really an episode for some of the older gamers out there that will remember stuff like this. In terms of this kind of stuff, I only just remember this box art. Only just. And it was actually before I started getting into the hobby. It was... I don't even know how long ago it was, but it was a long time ago. Showing a bit of my age there. So yeah, I mean, the box art, let's take a look at it for a second. This was back before any of this fancy Photoshop work or Illustrator work, and you could actually see what you got in the box properly without it being obscured by explosions and stuff and other things like that. I prefer this box art personally. Like I said just then, you can see exactly what you get in it. I mean, this one that we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing, well, not today, this is a one-time episode thing only. This is the older Blood Angels Death Company box set. So what you got your Blood, you got your Death Company Marines, and you also got a Chaplain as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at them.
So yeah, without further ado, whoa, that camera is really fuzzy. Come on, autofocus, there we go, quality. Right, these were actually... given to me, well not given to me, I borrowed these off a friend who's just got back into the hobby. These are his brothers, apparently. There we go, let's have a look. This is when, like, rather than the fucking shitty plastic you got like polystyrene boxes and stuff. You got some old tissue paper in there to keep them nice. Right, and there's a mixture of Death Company and some of the old Scouts in here. Let's look at some of the old Scouts first. Here we go, here's a sniper rifle Scout. The painting is, in all honesty, not that bad for how old his brother was when he decided to paint these up. I mean, there's no shading, no nothing, but he's got the colours on right, and there's, you know, I mean, to be fair, his eye looks a bit dodgy on there. Looks like he's kind of got pink eye or something. Someone's farted on his pillow in the night. But yeah, I prefer these Scouts to the new plastic ones, because the new plastic ones, quite frankly, look like a piece of turd. So yeah, they're the old Scouts. There's a few more knocking about somewhere. Here we go, let's have a look at some of the old Death Company right here. Let me just zoom in, there we go. Here's some of the old Death Company. Now, these were metal bodies with plastic arms and plastic backpacks. I'll actually show you in comparison to a regular size Marine, they're a lot smaller. I mean, I'm guessing that my mate's brother didn't actually know the weapon options, because there's a lot of power swords and a lot of like dual-wielding bolter Marines. As you can see, metal miniatures, metal torsos, along with the head as well. The head was the torso, the legs, and the head are all one piece, with the plastic arms and legs. Bit of the old-school power sword and the old-school bolter. Hell yeah! How awesome's that? It's such a blast from the past. I mean, you've got like some of the Death Company iconography, a bit of the Blood Angel stuff. Ooh, I just broke a bit of the basic material off. Oh well. Here we go. This is a guy that's had his. Looks like he's ready to punch somebody. I think his weapons have just fallen off. I've got to say the paint job on these not so good as the Scouts. Let's have a look at this guy. Okay, what we have, we've got the old school power axe where they were holding it ridiculously close to the bottom. I mean, you've got no ability to swing something like that really if you're holding it right down there. And check this out, old school plasma pistol, man. There's just something about these retro models which just bring a smile to my face, and will probably bring a smile to some of the older guys' face, you know, that remember these. Yeah, absolutely wonderful little bits of kit. Let's get more of them out. There we go. Here's a classic dual-wielding bolter with a fucking beaky helmet. I hate the beaky helmet so much, almost as much as square bases. Okay, here's another one with a old school bolter and an old school power fist. I love this power fist. Just the fact, I just like the way that it's kind of like that, you know, rather than just the obligatory fist that they have now. But absolutely wonderful. It actually did give me one of the plastic power fists that wasn't painted. It was still, you know, just bits in the box. But unfortunately, I lost it, so I was a bit gutted about that because I wanted to use it with some of my old school Space Wolves. Speaking of which, let's compare an old school Space Wolf to the old school Def Company. Hold on about right. As you can see, these Space Wolves, these are an eBay purchase. You guys have seen these before. I won them on eBay, which was quite good. I think it was like 15 quid for a bunch of them, including Ragnar Blackbane. But yeah, torsos and stuff, not really changed much in size. So yeah, these must have been from the same era. But as you can see, there's not that much detail on them in terms of, you know, what distinguishes them from the actual chapter. So yeah, that's them. Now let's have a look at a comparison between him and a normal Marine. Well, here's a normal Marine as I can get it. I have to hand at the moment. This is part of my Sin Eaters. As you can see, let's just hold a bit back. The proportions are a bit changed. Like the legs are a bit out of proportion on the old ones, and the heads are way out of proportion. So are the torsos as well. Even the shoulder pads to a certain degree. Let's just have a look at the size. Yeah, shoulder pads a lot bigger on the older ones. So yeah, you can see the size comparison, which is, it's radically different, really, you know, once you compare it side by side. So let's have a look at some of the others just quickly. Another dual wielding guy, and this guy's got a hand flamer. Check this out, guys. This is awesome. Let me just slide these guys over there. Got the old school hand flamer, which I gotta say, it looks like a pile of crap, but nice and nostalgic. I like it. Here's another Scout. In all honesty, I think these were still in production until a couple of years ago. These old metal ones. Okay, let's shift those out of the way. We have the other half of the box down here. Right, let's take a look at what we have in this box of goodness. Oh, here we go. The old school Scout Sergeant with his rippy short chainsword, which looks quite like a chaos weapon nowadays. But yeah, again, still really like these guys. I would use these as wolf scouts in my old army, just wolf them up a bit, maybe put some cloaks on them and stuff like that. Pretty much what you've already seen. Oh, here's a heavy bolter guy. Here's a heavy bolter scout. Again, looks pretty cool. Let's have a look. I think the rest of them are all pretty much the same. Yeah, there you go. We got a power fist dude. Got another power fist dude. There's so many power fists. So many. Oh, here we go. This guy's kind of interesting. Dual wielding, a plasma pistol, and a hand flamer. Volatile. He won't last long, will he? Shouldn't think so. Let's have a look. What else we have? Okay, we got old school power axe with what looks like his brother tried to do like a bit of like power. Ooh, it's a bit wobbly, that is. They tried to do like a power weapon effect on the edge with some red. Didn't quite work, but I can see what he was going for. Again, freehand work on the greave, on the shin guard, whatever you want to call it. Let's see what else we have here. We got a shotgun scout. Very nice. I never used shotguns before. If anyone would like to tell me how effective they were, please do. And then finally we have the old school chaplain. Now this guy, I mean, apart from being in a very static pose, is very nostalgic for me. I remember a few of the guys when I started having these. Just a really nice nostalgic model. Lots of detail for the time as well. His Crozish Arcanum, whatever you want to call it. And on his face as well. You know, bit of the iron halo and the skull head going on there. Again, very short, very stocky. Quite a static pose. Now, this was the time when all the banners and stuff, they were actually just pieces of cardboard that were blank and you had to paint them yourself. Let's have a bit of a close-up on there. I personally think that they should do stuff like this again, you know, just for the fact that people that suck at freehand, namely me, would find one of these very, very useful. Maybe if they were on like thinner, but again, just a simple piece of cardboard that you painted. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some of the old school bits, just separate completely from the actual miniatures. You see more of the detail because the paint on some of these is a bit blobby. So I'm just going to change the camera angle. 1 second. Okie dokie, let's take a tissue falling everywhere. Let's take a closer look at some of the old school bits. Whee! Tip them all out. Let's just go through a few because I'm quite conscious that I'm running low on time. Let's just position the camera a bit better. There we go. Right, what do we have in here? This is a mixture of bits. Let's see, we've got some of the old school. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. There we go. Come on, camera, focus. Focus, there we go. Some of the old school arms. Quite like that arm, actually. He's like, kind of like, come on, you know, come get some. Yeah, as you can see, I think on the older ones, there's a lot more detailing in the hand, really. The hands on the new ones seem to be not that good, you know. I suppose it's because no one's going to be paying attention to them, but I really like the detailing on the hands. These are fresh off the sprue. We've got the not-so-old knives, which I quite like these. I thought they looked, you know, just a bit different. Very reminiscent of the Rogue Trader days, that kind of edged blade. What else do we have? We've got, obviously, shoulder pads. You all know what those look like. What else do we have? Oh, the old school backpacks. These, I've got to say, I didn't like these. Wasn't a fan. When you compare them to how detailed the newer backpacks are, like that, obviously the newer backpacks are bigger and more detail without these pipes on the side and stuff like that. Okay, let's have a look at something else from this pile of goodness. Oh, here we go. These are interesting. Oh, I nearly crushed some models there. I do believe this is an auto pistol. This isn't from the Space Marine. I think this is from either Imperial Guard or quite possibly even Necromunda. And then we have a really old school las pistol down there. How nostalgic are these guys? I love the old stuff. I love going through it. Reminds me of an age when everything was a lot more innocent. Okay, here we go. Let's have a close look at one of the power axes. Again, this was in the time where you didn't get them actually moulded onto the hand. You had to clip them. There we go. Again, nice look. I would probably use this axe on another model because it just looks, again, like a nice little detailing. And you could just have it like, you know, on a base or on another model as another feature or something, which is quite good. What else should we have a look at? See if we can find something. Oh, here we go. Let's have one of them and one of these. I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, first of all, old school bolt pistol. Oh, nostalgia. I love it. There we go. How cool is that? Again, I'd probably use that on a model today, just to make, maybe it's pre-heresy or something, I don't know. And this next bit that I'm going to show you, this final piece, is this. I don't know quite what this is. I think this is a very old las gun. If anyone wants to correct me or send me the info, then they can do. But again, interesting. Oh no, it might be an auto, like the auto pistol, but in a rifle form, because it's got that kind of barrel. Again, quite like that. Now guys, I'm going to show you some of the old school Space Wolf ones, just dead quick. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, you've seen this guy before. This guy is an old school Space Wolf, I think a normal Grey Hunter. Again, not much wolfy detailing on him. The blade and the claw on his Aquila, that's pretty much that. We have the old school. First of all, I'm going to apologise for the painting on this. Well, this is like how I got it when it came off eBay. This is old school Ragnar Blackmane, which is still in production, which has actually been re-released, I think, on the Games Workshop website. But no, I'm going to have to get some Nitromorse or something, or paint stripper on that to get rid of the blobby blackness. But as you can see, the guy didn't really know what to do with this bit. It's just still a bit of the flashing that was on it. But again, nice old school Ragnar Blackmane model there for you. Now I'm going to move on to the old school Longfangs. Now, I quite like the old school Longfang models, and I'm going to use these as Longfangs rather than just Grey Hunters, as I said I would in the previous video. There we go. This is the one of the not really a sergeant, a pack leader for the Longfangs. He's got all the Wolftail talismans. What I noticed as well, in the old Devastator and the old Longfang models, they had very, very thick leg armour. I reckon that's to keep them weighted down, which again is pretty cool. So that's the sergeant guy. There's another sergeant by the looks of it. Or it could just be a regular Longfang. I don't know. Again, I was not in the hobby when these were produced, so if any of you guys want to correct me, tell me what they are exactly, you can do. And there's one guy in here which I really, really like. although he's a bit of a no-neck. What I mean no-neck, I mean he's got no neck. It's just body, head. Again, pretty cool. I like the spikiness down here, you know, the extra leg armour. So yeah, I'm quite self-conscious that I'm running low on time. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed that little blast from the past. I know I sure have, and I was very happy that my friend lent me these to show. So a big massive thank you to Steve, who lent me these, and I shall be returning them back to him next Thursday in the pub, most likely, because that'll be when I next see him. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed that trip down memory lane. I'll see you guys next week with some new stuff that I've been working on. So have a good one, guys. Ta-ra and goodbye.